Hello friends, I am Julia, and today's topic is critical reasoning weaken the argument questions. I want to share one of my favorite tools for spotting the right answer: malicious variables. Malicious variables are basically any unexpected complications. They are the things that the author of the argument didn't consider that could pop up and ruin their whole plan. How can these variables be used to weaken in critical reasoning? Whenever you see an argument that lays out a plan or claims a cause and effect relationship, the author is assuming that nothing will go wrong, that they have already considered all variables, and that there's nothing that they are leaving out that could really derail things. That is your cue, because they absolutely have not considered every possible variable. Your job is to ask, hey, what could go wrong here that would mess this up? What has the author failed to think about? Things like that. This tactic is super effective because GMAT arguments are often overly confident. They ignore risks, they are simplifying data, they overlook delays, or they assume people will behave in predictable ways. Let me demonstrate. Aurora Falls National Park will now use drones to spot illegal campfires and send rangers to extinguish them. Therefore, campfires will rarely start forest fires from now on. This seems logical, right? But the argument assumes that this plan will work perfectly. What's a potential malicious variable here? How about it takes rangers 30 minutes to reach most locations, during which time a campfire can easily start a forest fire? This is a malicious variable. Even if the drones spot the fire immediately and they dispatch the rangers immediately, if the ranger can't get there in time to stop a campfire from starting a forest fire, the whole plan isn't going to work. The author failed to consider that the rangers can't teleport, and fire left to its own devices for some amount of time might get out of hand. We need to factor in travel time. Thus, this choice weakens the argument. Let's look at another example. Store A always puts a popular game on the top shelf and sells more copies of this game than other stores sell. So, the top shelf placement must be why Store A sells more copies. What are some variables that the author has failed to consider? Perhaps this store, Store A, is busier in general, or more popular with the demographic that this particular game appeals to? Or how about most customers at Store A call in their orders and pick it up at the register? If the customers of Store A never see the game on the shelf, then the shelf placement can't be the reason for the difference in purchasing behavior. That's an alternate explanation and a malicious variable. The assumption that people actually see the shelf is false in this case. Let's look at a slightly more complex example. Factory pollution of Watachan Lake has reduced the axolotl population. Experts recommend relocating the factory, claiming the population will return to pre-factory levels within 2 years. The author is assuming that the chemicals will break down adequately within the 2-year time frame. What else are they assuming? How about we weaken it with this? The population of tilapia, a natural predator of axolotls, has been suppressed by factory pollutants. This is a more subtle way to weaken the argument. The experts are assuming that the pollution is causing net harm to the axolotl population just because the population has been reduced, but that might not be the case. Once the factory leaves, the tilapia might return and prey on the axolotls more vigorously. Changes in the predator-prey relationship haven't been clearly accounted for, This answer does not prove that the axolotl population won't rebound, but it casts some doubt on that conclusion. This is a perfect example of a subtle malicious variable that undermines the strength of an argument without absolutely destroying it. Whenever you see a plan or a bold cause and effect claim, stop and think. What has the author assumed will go smoothly? Could there be delays, outside factors, or human unpredictability that they have not considered? It could be that the system breaks, people don't follow instructions, which often happens, or that there is a step in the process that does not work as intended. Insert any of those and you have got a strong weakening choice. So next time you hit a weakening question and you see a plan or a bold claim, go hunting for malicious variables. They are occasionally subtle, but they can be very powerful in undermining conclusions. If you found this tip helpful, please check out my other tips or share it with other people that you know are studying for the GMAT. See you next time.